Thinking about moving to the Augusta area and wondering what's so great about Evans on the outskirts of Augusta. Why do people like Evans and why do they want to move out there? Well, we're going to get into that right now. Proximity to beaches, mountains, and lakes is another reason why everybody loves Evans, Georgia. So to get to the beach from Evans, you're about 2 to 2.5 hours to get to a beach. And you're also about 2 to 2.5 hours to get to mountains. So depending on if you're a beach person or a mountain person, this could be a great location for you without having to live in the mountains or at the beach. You can get there pretty quickly. We're also only about 4 hours from the Florida border. So if you want to pop down to Fernandina Beach, it's about a 4-hour ride. Now, if Disney or Universal is your thing, that's about a 7-hour ride if you're going to drive down there, which isn't terrible. And it's way less expensive than catching a flight and flying down to Disney or Universal. So, and then lakes, we actually are only 1 hour from Oconee Lake, and we're about 20 minutes from Clarks Hill Lake, which is a man-made lake here in the Augusta area, but really close to Evans. And so if lake is your thing and you like getting a boat and getting out on the lake, that would be an awesome thing for you to do. Evans might be a great area for you to live in. What's another reason people love Evans? Well, we're really close to airports. We have the regional Augusta Airport, which is about maybe a 30-minute ride from Evans, sometimes 45 minutes depending on traffic. And you can get to pretty much anywhere because the Augusta Airport will fly over into Atlanta and you can catch any international flight you want. But there are also several direct flights out of the Augusta Airport to other areas in the United States. And then if you want a major international airport, you're about a 2-hour drive to the Atlanta airport and you're about a 2-hour drive to the Charlotte airport. Now personally, I love driving to the Charlotte airport over the Atlanta airport. Atlanta is humongous. The traffic to get there can be a hot mess. A lot of times if we're flying out of Atlanta, we go up the day before and spend the night just to make sure that we can get to the airport in time to catch our flight. I know that they say for international flights you want to be there 3 hours early, but honestly in Atlanta you might want to make that 4 hours early because it can be very nerve-wracking to get through security and all of that stuff and make it to the check-in on time. But that is a definite bonus to the Evans area, is the proximity of multiple airports that you can get to. Both 2 big international hubs and then obviously our regional airport. And you can also get to Savannah, Georgia in about 2 hours, just over, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes depending on how fast you drive. And Savannah is a really neat area to go visit and check out if you have never been to Savannah. It's like a little Charleston. Charleston is also really beautiful and an easy drive to get to Charleston if shopping is your thing. But we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So as I mentioned, shopping. Yes, you can head to Savannah for shopping. They have outlet malls there. We're also really about 2 hours, 2.5 hours from Charleston, South Carolina. The shopping there is also phenomenal. They have all kinds of fancy stores in Charleston. And then of course we have Atlanta that is about 2 hours away. They have some great shopping in Atlanta. If you like the fancy stores, they've got Louis Vuitton, they've got some of those other fancy stores like that. Obviously that's not where I shop, so I'm more of an outlet mall kind of girl and a Ross Dress for Less kind of girl. So anyway, shopping, if that's your thing, you're not too far. And we do have local boutiques here in the Evans area and Augusta area that have some local boutiques that have clothing brought in from all kinds of different places. So if boutique clothes are your thing, we do have that here locally, so no worries. We also have department stores. We have a Belk, we have Macy's, we have Dillard's. What other department stores do we have? Sears, I think. Our JCPenney's still open, I believe, over at the mall. So those are a couple of different department stores. Kohl's, we have a Kohl's as well. So that kind of gives you a range of what we have here locally. We also have schools that are highly rated on greatschools.org here in Columbia County, which is where Evans is located. So if schools are important to you, I highly encourage you to reach out to me and ask me what different houses are zoned for school-wise, and I can shoot you over those schools so you can look them up on greatschools.org and see what they're rated. Also for Richmond County and Augusta, I can again send you schools for those zones. You can look up on greatschools.org to see what kind of ratings that the schools get around here in our area. And one of the other things that people really love about the Evans area is we have a newer downtown area, and the downtown Evans area really cute. It's really starting to grow. We've got luxury apartments over there that includes facilities and amenities such as a gym on location. It's got a pool right there. They also have a mailing area. And what else? They have just like a little coffee bar hangout area at the luxury apartments. Then other parts of downtown, they've got the Evans Town Park, which has the Lady A Amphitheater where they have concerts outdoors. Also at the park, they have festivals throughout the year, and where local vendors will come and sell different things. They also have the farmers market there where you can get local dairy and meats and vegetables and fruits. In the winter time, they also take a portion of the Evanstown Park and they turn it into an ice skating rink. So you can rent ice skates and go ice skating. It's pretty neat, fun thing to do in the winter time. There are also several different parks. There are 2 different dog parks at Evanstown Center, one for bigger dogs over 25 pounds, one for smaller dogs under 25 pounds. And then there are also some other parks other than the Evanstown Center Park. There's a park over behind the Evans Library that's a smaller park but has a pond and a gazebo area, and then they have several different play areas for the kids, including a splash pad area. And then, of course, near the library is the government complex. You've got the post office over there. And then you have the several different little coffee shops that are local coffee shops. You have Rooted, you have Goat Kick Coffee, and then several other lunch and dinner restaurant options over there. Of course, you've heard me talk about our fine dining restaurant, Cork and Flame, that's in Evans proper, and the restaurant within a restaurant called Inicio at Cork and Flame. And that one is the sensory dining experience that they only open up once a month for reservations. So that's a pretty neat. I have not done that one yet, but it's on my list of one day I'll get to do that. We do have lots of fine dining in Augusta as well. It's just not in Evans proper. So that's why I'm not really talking about the rest of it right this second. What else in the downtown area? There is Roots, which is a local market where you can get fresh vegetables and fruits. You can get honey. You can get jams and jellies. They have some refrigerated stuff as well. I believe they have some dairy products there that you can get throughout the week if you miss the farmers market and you just need to grab something. So for outdoor activities in the Evans area, we have several neighborhoods where they have memberships for non-residents. So if you live in the Evans area and your neighborhood does not have a pool, or you do not have a pool, but you want to join a pool, there are several options for that, so you can have a place to go swim in the summer. Then for other outdoor activities, we have pickleball, we have volleyball, we have kickball, we have disc golf, and regular golf, of course. We have tennis. We have putt-putt, which is actually over in Martinez, not far from Evans, if putt-putt's your thing. It's an outdoor putt-putt, so It gets pretty hot in the summertime, but it's a cute little course. It has 2 little putt-putt courses over there. And then of course we have kayaking, which is also in Augusta, but not far from Evans if that's your thing. And then of course we have a trail system in Evans and Martinez that connects to the Savannah Rapids Pavilion. Part of it goes through Grovetown, so some trails that are neat if that kind of outdoor life is your thing. And then indoor activities, some of the reasons why people love Evans. Of course, we've got a movie theater, we have a rock wall climbing indoors, we have indoor pickleball, and of course we have bowling, we have dart leagues, we have an aquatic center in Augusta, which is not far from Evans. So if indoor swimming is your thing, you can get a membership at the aquatic center. As far as the indoor aquatic center, I will say several years ago, one of my good friends and I, we got a membership there, and we would go and do laps at the indoor pool. They do have swim teams also. If you want to join a swim team, they do that at the aquatic center in Augusta. One other thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about Evans Town Park, not only do they have the festivals there, but they will do parades in Evans, which is cool. They do a Christmas parade, and they have done a St. Patrick's Day parade. I don't know if they currently are still doing the St. Patrick's Day parade here or not in Evans, but they also do an egg drop. So one of the churches in the area will have a helicopter go, and they actually drop the eggs from the sky for all over the Evans Town Park, and then the kids go running and collect all of the eggs. So that is a pretty cool thing that they do every year, the egg drop at Evans Town Park. So these are some of the reasons that people love the Evans area. My personal favorite is just the proximity to beaches and mountains, because I like to travel and I enjoy being able to take a weekend to go to the beach and not have to, plan a whole week of getaway to go to the beach. I do like beach, and I've found that I actually really enjoy mountains as well. We have not done a mountain trip here locally. Well, I say that. We went with some of our friends, but we went up to North Carolina, so it was a little bit further than the 2 hours mountains that you can get to, but still not a bad ride up there. We've been to Asheville, which is a cool little area to go if you're looking for mountain and getaway. But again, if you're considering moving to the Augusta area and Evans seems like it might really fit what your lifestyle is, reach out to me and have a conversation with me. I love hearing from you. Shoot me a text, send me an email, or just pick up the phone and call me. I love having a conversation with somebody. Ask me whatever questions you have about our area, and if I don't know the answer, I will find out for you. So just know that if you're considering moving to the Evans area, I've got your back.